akan cuba fokus balik dekat bahagian Bernoulli equation. It's actually and also included in the mass continuity equation. Previously you have talked about this lah in your test also. The three terms or the three parameters, which is the pressure term, the velocity term, and the z, which is the elevation term. So these three terms that we're going to talk about, but must be focused in three types of application only, which is steady, which has no outsource or implication towards the velocity of any outside velocity. Steady, incompressible, which the flow does not have any source of pressure term added to the flow velocity, and where the net friction forces is negligible. That means no shear force acting on it, no shear stress or viscous stress acting on it. Derivation of Bernoulli. Okay, assume you have a pipe, okay, with a larger flow acting on the pipe with a smaller diameter. This one is diameter 2 and this one is diameter 1. So area A1 here with dia punya length dia X1, and then dia punya, we can consider this one at the elevation 1, and we have a flow V1 acting on this first pipe here. Pipe pertama lah ni bahagian pipe yang pertama. So flow akan masuk ke sini dan dia akan keluar ke pipe, which is this pipe X2 diameter, and then also do not forget about the viscosity as well, and this viscosity can be the same in both direction. So the area is A2, and then the pressure term, also do not forget about P1 and pressure at P2. Okay, and then we have finally we have the velocity. If the force is acting this way, so jadi dia akan jadi macam ni lah. Okay, so the vector will be like that. And then we have the last one, which is the height. This one is H2. So ada berapa kat sini yang kita ada? We have pressure, we have X, we have velocity, we have height, viscosity, area, diameter. So those are 6 things. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yang ni termasuk sekali dengan area lah. Okay, 7. We talk about 7 things. Okay. So the first equation that we should apply untuk dapatkan Bernoulli equation ni, kita first we need to derive, kita tahu yang the velocity, okay, the change of velocity and the change in terms of time is constant. For the change of velocity 1 to change of velocity 2 is constant. Jadi kita tahu yang equation yang kedua yang you have learned in the class previously, the density term is equivalent to mass over volume, and we can change this term into mass density multiplied by volume. This one will be the mass. Okay, and the third one, we know that the W, okay, is equivalent to force times by the distance. This is the work force, and the fourth one would be the change of this one. Kita akan masukkan semua. Since V, okay, V is equivalent to the change of A X. The velocity is equivalent by A1 X1, the area times by the distance. Sorry, the volume is area times by the distance. So dV, this one is the volume, V A, X, x1 over dt is equivalent to dV x2 over dt2. Okay, this equation can then be modified and changed into state term where the x will be in the function of time and the area will be in the function of x2 over dt. Okay, so yang ini kita tahu dx over dt will be the velocity lah. Okay, I will use volume, kita akan guna V besar. Velocity kita akan cuba buat macam ni lah. Okay, supaya tak mengelirukan. So volume will be like that. The velocity will be like that. The volume will be a V big dV besar. And then the velocity will be a very small velocity. Sepatutnya orang guna macam ni je, which is easier. V with an arrow upper head. So, and this one we will obtain the next 4 slide is with dA over dx. So the final value would be A1 V1 equivalent to A2 V2. Ini untuk pipe yang tadi lah, for that kind of pipe. Number 5, we imply W1 F1 D1. Kita apply balik, and then number 6, we know that the pressure term is equivalent to the force divided by the area. So we apply this into this, and we will get number 7, which is W1. We want to change the term so that the Bernoulli equation can be shown. So we need to do this. And we know that each term is constant, so basically both terms have the same, and the d here can also be changed to x lah, since we are using x, so we can apply x here and x2 here. So the pressure term we have, the area we have, and the x we have. So we have already the pressure term, the area, and the x. Now we are looking for the H, the density, the dynamic viscosity, and also the velocity. Okay. So we know when we are talking about this one is equivalent to W1, it will be equivalent to W2. Okay, for equation number 8, and then equation number 9, we know that the work of out is equivalent to the work of in due to the no shear stress. Okay, and then we know that the potential energy and the kinetic energy is also included in the work area. So we can say that more work is done at number 1 than at number 2. So the potential energy will be this one at number 1. Potential energy will be positive and the kinetic energy will also be positive. Sebab dia has more power lah. Okay. And then we have finally we will imply using the equation of W1 minus W2. Kita akan ambil balik yang equation W equivalent to mg here. W equivalent to F, this equation, rho AX. And then we have also the equation of potential energy and kinetic energy. And then we know that the potential energy is mgh, and the kinetic energy is 1 over 2 mv squared. Okay, I think you know this already. And then we will apply that into this equation. So since the equation here is potential energy plus kinetic energy, so kita akan masukkan lah. W1 minus W2 is equivalent to mgh. Since 2 is smaller, so we multiply by mgh1 plus 1 over 2 mv squared over mv squared minus 1 over 2 m1 v1 squared. Ni m2 m2 v2 m1 v1. Okay. So kita akan, we will try to change this m here into a, since m is equivalent to rho v, okay, rho density multiplied by the volume. So this will become rho v 2gh, okay, minus by rho v1 gh plus by m2 v squared 2 over, okay, m2 v squared 2. Since m here we change to rho g, so we remove m here, we change rho g over 2, sama juga macam ni, rho g v1 squared over 2. So in the end we will obtain the, and we know that since yang ni pun kita boleh tukar juga, P1 A1 X1 minus by P2 A2 X2. So kita tahu we can change, we will change the nominator, the equation of number 1 into this side. Okay, yang ni akan pindah ke sini, yang ni akan pindah ke sini, and this one will change to here. And the end we will have, since we know already V1 equivalent V2, A1 X1 is equivalent to A2 X2. So kita tukar, and then we change the P1 plus rho GH1 plus V1 squared rho over 2 is equivalent to P2 rho GH2 plus V2 squared rho over 2. So this is known as the Bernoulli equation after derivation. So now we have the pressure term, we have the, since here we will change to mass term, H we have already the term, velocity we will have the term. So kita pergi balik, we go back to the first term. We now have this one, okay, this one can be changed to the other term, okay, viscosity term. So we have the H term and the velocity term. So now we have all the term lah. This one can be changed to another term also, which is the apa ni, mu over g sama dengan that term, this term. Okay, so this term can also be changed lah. And then we can apply the rho here. Since we have the rho already, kita boleh modify, kita boleh tukar je lah in this kind of term. Alright, so we don't need to use the viscosity term because we know that the velocity, the term for water, for example, viscosity would be the same lah, if the value of the temperature is also the same. So in the end, you can express the term in terms of head total flow, okay, as P over rho plus V2 squared plus G, okay, ataupun H. In this term H, since we remove the G, tinggal Z, GZ. So P G over 2G plus ZG, we can remove the G and we have the H, which is the head, total head, total. Okay. So itu yang ada dalam equation, that's what we have for this equation here lah. And finally, we can assume that the last term, which is the total head flow, the Bernoulli equation can be said as the pressure over rho g, which is the pressure head, v squared over 2g, which is the velocity head, and z ataupun z ni the elevation head, which is equivalent to the total head. So the total loss, the sum of all the losses, which is the pressure loss, velocity loss, and the elevation loss, it can be explained through the streamline along the steady flow when compressible and frictional effect is negligible. So let's take this example here. Macam mana kita nak buat ni? This, say you have a large tank. You have a large tank at open atmosphere. Here, number 1, P atmosphere. And then you have value of here to here 5 meter. So this is considered as Z1. Z1 5 meter lah. Dia punya elevation ni. Elevation. Z2 elevation is 0. Since they come out dekat sini. So the elevation at Z2 is equivalent to 0 meter. We want to consider the velocity here. So we need to take the P1 over rho g plus V1 squared over 2g plus Z1. Since we know this one is incompressible as well as steady flow, so P2 over rho g plus V2 squared over 2g plus Z2. Since Z2 is 0, it is 0. The pressure at 1 and the pressure at 2 is considered PATM. Both can be neglected. Velocity at 1 will be 0 since the flow has no, very small. Okay, very small. Velocity 1 close to 0. So V1 will be considered 0 as well. So yang tinggal Z1 and V1 squared over 2G. Alright, so this is the example.